Okay, great. Hi. Yeah, welcome. Stream? Stream? Yeah, the Donkey Kong game coming out, Donkey Kong Bananza, is getting a live stream. Now, you might notice that I don't have the most excitement in my voice, nor do I have the webcam on, and it's just 'cause I don't care particularly. Not about the game. I do plan to get the game, but about this direct, I already feel sufficiently swayed over. So watching this is just ruining parts of the game for myself, and I just have a worry that we'll end up with a Mario Odyssey type situation, where everything about the game is shown off before release. So, forgive me if I'm a little bit down when it comes to that. It stinks a wee bit, but, oh well, what are you gonna do? Such is life and all of that biznatch. Yeah, I suspect that we'll see more of the game. It could end up being a Mario Kart World situation where all they really do is just go over everything already shown off in the app. So, that would then just be a waste of time. You see, it's a two bad situations kind of deal. Either I waste my time, or I get cool stuff spoiled for me. It is a lose-lose. Oh, so why are you bothering? Because I'm in online spaces, people will share it about. If I don't watch it in this extent, I will get it shown and told to me in a tweet or something like that. Or a post, or whatever the fuck we're supposed to call them now. So, yeah, didn't even make a bingo board. I mean, what does their deck do? Diddy Kong will show up, and they'll talk about Cranky, and maybe we'll see King K. Rool. There's a lot of talks about there being another hidden gimmick. Like with Mario Odyssey, our first trailer for that didn't show off the capturing thing, so we very well could see something big like that hidden here. I mean, we had, the weird Pauline-looking child, so maybe? No, we'll see. We'll see. I already feel like buying the game, but it'd be cool to see something wowing, something big. Hopefully that's good enough audio. Still hate how they use that old sound. I don't know why we're starting with a song, but you know what? Cool. Is this supposed to be a replacement for Jump Up Superstar? Oh, no way, the title of the game. Okay, right, showing that off now, officially. Yeah, what was up with it? And also, great that it was spoiled the ages back. I like they have a new guy for the voiceover, that's cool. I said this iPop thing, isn't that beautiful? Okay, what the fuck? What? Huh. Like, we're talking Pauline, yeah? Okay, we've seen these before. That's a new one. Look, new thing in the top left, new, liquids. What's up with it? I saw the treehouse thing, and it really does look like a sequel to Odyssey. In terms of, the mechanics. Except, of course, with the destruction bit. Hmm. So, all the footage we had seen prior had the rock version instead of Pauline, so can I swap back and forth? 3 out of 5. So I presume to get onto the next level, you not only need to find the point to go, you need to have enough to, like, smash through the floor. Yep, still, like, the crocodile-looking skeletons. This is our June Direct, folks. Sorry for not speaking much. I'm trying to actually listen to what he's saying. Yeah, this is one I'm going to be spamming constantly. I don't like missing out on the collectibles. I'm liking this music. Yeah, Pauline. Like, Super Mario Odyssey Pauline. Pauline fucking original Donkey Kong. Like... How? Yeah, what sort of time shenanigans are going on here? Or it's just another person called Pauline, like how there's 3 Donkey Kongs. I do wonder how, like, the speedrunning scene of this game will end up. You know, stuff like throwing chunks really far. You know, super interesting looking at Tears of the Kingdom. The way people break that game, so I wonder how people do that with this. Someone, yeah, the bad guys, yeah, we've seen them. Oh, prick. Yeah, that is the game. Yeah, fashions, outfits. Come on, show us some funnies. Oh dear God. Hey, Cranky. Oh yeah, Rambi. Oh, there's plural. Oh dear God. Okay. Okay, so what, extra destructive? Dear God. Okay, we all see a bird one. Dear God. I don't want to know where those eggs came from. I don't want to know where the eggs came from. That is scary. Okay, so yeah, I was right that there is an extra hidden layer. Ah, okay. On the fly, yeah. Okay, and you use the gold to continue your kind of meter. I get you. Okay, he's a Kong specifically. And G, okay. They're all still Kongs. What could possibly be down there? What could be down there? Well, what is it? I'm gonna hate the voice acting. I can smell that. Yeah, the bosses seem to be fun enough. Jeez, 5? Yeah, they're your moons of this game, and then you've got the triple moons and the quintuple moons. Yeah, and then these are like Mario Odyssey proper wee challenge rooms. Yeah, I really like the inclusion of that. That's fun. So it makes sense. You know, Mario Odyssey had like the original Mario Bros. Hidden all about the place. I will. Dear God. No, like, it looks fun. But it... Skill point. Okay, here we are. I was wondering when they're going to show off why there's a tally. Okay. Better collecting? Right, well that's going all the way to the top. This song is also one from the Donkey Kong past. They are indeed. I've seen a slice of banana. Okay. Like buying moons. The balloons. There we go. Also for the Wii one, okay. If I can make the child go back to being a rock, I'm gonna do that. Okay. Okay. So that's kind of like using the Bowser amiibo to find purple coins. Jesus, 79 in that one layer. Okay, so this game has a built-in music player, but not Mario Kart World. Sure, thank you, Nintendo. if you've got the DK rep, I hope you've actually, like, properly given people the credit they deserve for that. Okay. Right, yeah, it works as your flags. And photos as well, of course. With even the same settings, it looks like. Oh, yep, quote-unquote two-player. Isn't that swell? Wow. Right. I mean, that's a bit more interesting than Mario Odyssey's active detriment to the player. I'll say that much. Ah. You can join in as Pauline. Isn't that delightful? There you go, so people can get a taste. Ah, that's good. I like that fact. You can actually do the split screen online. That's really good. And you don't all have to have the game as well. Okay. Yeah, so the easy mode of Mario Odyssey, I'm getting it. Oh god, Mario Paint is back, bitches. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my god, Bowser? Oh, pizza? Oh, is that like the 3DS bird? What? Amiibo support, right, for costume stuff? Oh, they're still making Amiibo. Oh, that's delightful. I think I've seen that dress before. Oh, hello, Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong. Okay. Gotta love giant spheres. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna like the voice acting. I think I was right. So, like, again, what the fuck is going on with the timeline here? Yeah, I wonder what's in there. Oh, yep, okay. Diddy and Dixie again. Glad to see they're alive, though. Right, well, yeah. July 17th. Still a bit of a wait. A month-long wait, actually. Okay. Available same day. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, that was a direct. Nothing too outright crazy. Now knowing that the wee child we had already seen that looked like Pauline is Pauline raises far too many questions that I don't really want to answer. Most of the rest of this, if you'd watched the Treehouse, which most people who had been super interested in the game would have, then you'd already seen most of it. Also, there's Dixie down there as well. Don't we're hiding it too much. I think this might just be like a fun little challenge zone. You've got like a rope, so you probably climb back up into a main area. First, second, third. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's probably all connected to the same thing. You get multiple different variations. The 3 transformations, there's probably going to be 1 or 2 more, maybe? I don't know, it reminds me of, funnily enough, like Pokemon Sun, which give you different mounts in the game. But you've got your more powerful DK, you've got your one based on speed and your one based on flight. So you might have one that can do more range stuff, kind of like Pauline in the 2-player mode, which, speaking of which, seems to, like, break the game. I think what the Odyssey team have done is they've done a complete 180 from Cappy, which actively hindered the gameplay experience, to now, if you do the 2-player mode, you're just busted completely. But that's kind of fun in its own way, you know? Just completely breaking the entire game. The skill points, that is something of note. If I can find where in God's name it is, probably a bit later on. I do like its inclusion. I think it is a really interesting way of making people want to actually go and find all these things. Also, this is like that one sky level. I'm not big into DK. Truth be told, I mean to play some of the games, but you know, Mario Kart World's been taking up all the time. And the next month, I'll give one a whirl, see if I can get through the original country, or I've actually got Tropical Freeze there, so that might be good as well. But yeah, very interesting, the skill point thing. I really, really think that that's a great way of making people want to go find stuff. You know, if you're struggling with a certain thing, if you want to get better at XYZ, it just makes sense. It gives you a reason to collect things more than just, you know, oh, you make the number go up. Every time you collect one of these, every time you find one of these, you're actually getting stronger, you're making the game, well, sort of easier, in a sense. That's kind of the issue, is that this will almost trivialize the game in some way, for those like myself who'd be completionists. But even then, maybe not, you know? Part of the fun of the game very well just seems to be fucking shit up, and the more of these you get, the easier it is to fuck shit up. So, yeah. Yum yum. The outfit thing. I do wonder if you'll get the rock mode back, because, like, we saw all these layers before where Pauline, apparently Pauline, was still in rock form, so I wonder if we will be able to swap back. I like the final rock guy. It was funny. Yeah. No, it seems fun. Of course, Donkey Kong, I feel, has a lot less costume ability than Mario, because, you know, giant monkey. And also, like, reference-wise, Donkey Kong is usually, you know, parabolic naked. So you just don't have the most there, really. You don't have the most you can really build off of. But, you know, I think that's why they've made him so customizable in that way. Instead of being, oh, look, you can look like this, you can look like this, you can look like this reference, you can just put together a style you want. This is a really silly but fun edition. Yeah, it really reminds me of, like, of course you got the original Mario 64 where you can poke a bite the face, but specifically Mario 64 DS, where it originally show up with a drawn Mario, then you can screw about with the lines. This is an evolved version of that, where instead you're screwing about with a 3D model you can change. I just think it's a bit of a shame that when it comes to this new mouse mode thing, Nintendo keeps on not having it, really. Like, so far on Switch, the 2 best games to use the mouse mode feature are Welcome Tour, which am I fuck getting that, and Deltarune. And even then, Deltarune is just way at the end in this secret part that you probably won't even know to check for if you end up, like, just finishing the game, you know? You have to return to your save file after finishing it to randomly get to even access that minigame. So for their next big title to once again not really feature it in a proper extent, like, I know you've got the 2-player where you can aim as Pauline shooting about with a mouse mode, but it's weird. At least they have something that uses it. But still, I just gotta wonder, when are Nintendo gonna pull out, like, the proper, this game uses this as a key feature, you know? I've gotta assume, like, Splatoon, your Splatoon Raiders game that is coming out, that's gonna be your big showcase for it, because that's gonna be a first-person, well, third-person shooter type game, which I find is elevated by using mouse controls a lot of the time. I actually find it hard to go back to games like that. Oh, whoops, muted it. So yeah, this is a fun, a fun little feature. Not the most, like, crazy or anything like that, but I'm glad it's here. But still, it's weird, you know, and it's the type of deal where if we've ended up seeing every single one of the levels of this game, and then development time is spent kind of messing around on this, I'll feel icky. I'll feel icky. That's one thing, as I said earlier, that I really disliked about Mario Odyssey, was that they showed off every single kingdom in the game. they showed off the vast majority of transformations in the game. And, like, there's still a lot there that was unexpected and fresh and fun and whatnot, you know? There's still hidden surprises, which this game will undoubtedly have. Like, for example, as, Toxic here is saying, King K. Rool. King K. Rool seems to be heavily, like, implied. There's this guy that you can go check on YouTube, or, like, Uncle Al. In fact, I think he's one of the recommended ones down here. Yeah, this guy. I would highly recommend checking that if you are interested in Donkey Kong, because he's gone through a lot of the research, or stolen someone else's research, credited, of course, to explain all the little hints and the little pointing things towards King K. Rool's return. So check that. It's stuff like, oh, look at the colors are matching, and Donkey Kong Country 3 ended with him going, like, super deep underground. Well, they're going underground in this game, oh my god. That kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm still excited for this game. I wouldn't say I'm exactly more excited, you know? I mean, like, I'd say I'm more confused. There's a bit more mystery with what the fuck is going on time-wise. Like, we know this is the modern-day DK because you've got Cranky Kong, so, like, what? Does the modern-day DK just, like, stay looking exactly the same for the 20-odd years it takes for Pauline to grow up? It's very odd, but we'll see how it is. Thanks for watching. Apologies for it being so thrown together. I just lost track of time, man. Okay, have you tried getting, like, the 3 stars in Mario Kart World?